tonight is, what does it mean to do justice? And it's a question that I have spent most of my career trying to answer. I worked at the U.S. Department of Justice, and one of my responsibilities was to investigate allegations of police brutality and investigate killings by police officers. My office was responsible for policing the police.
The other thing in the file was an article by an investigative journalist named A.C. Thompson. And A.C. had been investigating deaths in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina and had come across this autopsy and began trying to piece together what happened on Henry Glover's last day. And what he came to suggest was the last people known to have seen Henry Glover was the New Orleans Police Department. And that if anyone was going to ever get to the bottom of what happened to him, that was the first place that people needed to look.
During the course of our investigation, we uncovered scores of photographs that were taken in the aftermath of Henry before he was burned, of Henry after he was burned, of the car on fire. And yet when we would speak with all of these police officers, everyone was telling us, we didn't know. We don't know what happened, which I always suspected was not true.
You'll see that even in 2022, we were still learning new information that had been withheld all of these years. It blew me away that people in a position of authority, people who had sworn to uphold the law, people who had committed to finding justice could see this particular injustice, which is one of the most extreme that I have ever seen, and could be silent about it, and just how hard it was for people who I believed to be good people to speak up and to step out. But when I step back with all of these years later and you look at the change of culture in police department, it was a part of this change of calling out injustice and knowing that we can in fact change and move cultures. And the question is how to do it. I mean,
how do you stand up in the face of injustice? What we do at Justice Innovation Lab is working within that system to build true accountability. So all of the actors who interact, not just police policing their own, but prosecutors have a role to play, and far too often either look the other way or feel inequipped. We need to create better feedback loops and checks on conduct close to real time as possible, and create those cultures where people feel like not only do they have an obligation to intervene, but that they actually have the power and tools to be able to intervene effectively in real time.